Welcome to Stay Sparked. This is part of the Sparkle series, some shorter, bite-sized conversations to keep you sparked as you go through your days. I am John HALCYON, the host of the Hug Nation YouTube channel and the Heart-Centered Men gatherings.
And I am BETSY FINKLEHOO, the founder of the Power Affirmation Project and Somatic Bodyworker.
Today, I am feeling grateful for the technology that allows us to speak with you in this moment wherever you are.
And today I am grateful for a gratitude practice. I get to do it every day, and it's a practice, and I feel my gratitude muscle is getting stronger and stronger every day.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, today's topic is about being a love ambassador and what does it mean to be a love ambassador. I have been having Love Ambassador live broadcasts every morning now for a number of years. And the term itself sometimes repels people, and it feels like a big responsibility because sometimes I say to people, you are deputized, you're a love ambassador. And so I think it's important to maybe discuss or share what I think that means and what we think that means. Because I think sometimes it feels like we are all on this journey of figuring out how we can be of service in the world. And too often it feels like we need to achieve a certain level of personal health and healing before we are qualified to add goodness to the world. And being a love ambassador it is trying to acknowledge we all are qualified right now to be good, to add light, to be helpful, to share gifts. So when I am calling you in to be a love ambassador, that's what I'm trying to remind you.
Yes. And I was officially deputized, as you say, as a love ambassador. And I remember that word coming into my consciousness and resonating so deeply and remembering that's who I am and that's why I'm here on this planet. I know I am here to take a stand for love, to learn about love, to hold the space of love, to love all beings. And I always talk about the practices. It's because it is a continuous steady practice because I am also human, right? I am a divine being having a human experience, and I get to practice what it means to be a stand for love.
Mm.
And especially in the challenging moments, right? Or in those moments where I'm not sure of myself, how can I keep coming back to the reminder that I am a stand for love? And it is always the thing that brings me back into my heart. It helps me soften my armor. It helps me soften the edges of wanting to be right, right? And so it's just kind of like a tuning fork, right? When we strike that tuning fork of choosing to be a love ambassador, to choose to be a stand for love, then it helps shift the frequency of thinking. It helps shift the frequency of the way that we're operating, our habits, our um, the ways that we interact with other people. It's so powerful to choose the path of being a love ambassador.
Yeah, and if you make that your goal, your objective, that I want to be a love ambassador, it can overshadow and kind of give you a direction that is more important than what you do. So then as you encounter a conversation, a task, an email, a struggle, if you come into it with the identity of love ambassador, it can guide how you communicate, how you react, and maybe even avoid the patterned reaction that you may have fallen into if you hadn't already reminded yourself that you're a love ambassador.
I know, I feel like I need to get it tattooed on my arm or something. Those moments where it's like crunchy or I'm defensive or I'm like in my human experience, how can I remind myself, "Hey, wait a second. Is this what a love ambassador would say right now?"
Yeah.
Or if I'm like uncertain, what would a love ambassador do right now? What would someone who cares deeply about bringing love into this world say or do right now? So powerful. I can
So
readjust
good.
everything.
And even like I've found it helpful when I have like social anxiety going into a situation, because if I don't remind myself, an old inner voice of mine will start to subconsciously want to be liked, or want to, and it's like, oh, my objective is not to be liked. My objective is to be a love ambassador. And that can
Mm.
soften the stuff inside me that makes it uncomfortable.
Yes, and speaking of inside, it starts with being a love ambassador for self first.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm not kind to myself, if I'm not loving towards all parts of myself, then I have an inner conflict. And then that's going to reflect in my relationships as well. And so that saying, like the inner and outer, our world is reflected right back to us of what our inner state is. So then keep coming back to, how can I love myself more fully? I am love. I emanate love from the inside out. The world reflects back to me the love that I am. These are all affirmations that really can fuel and inspire the day. And especially going into gatherings, I find it's really, really valuable to do that because, it can be a little awkward or there can be social anxiety. But when we remember, oh, yeah, I'm love, I hold a frequency of love, then so much of that can dissolve and to melt because then we're met with love and then we see through the lens of love.
Yeah. And it keeps bringing me back to my spark here is of it helps to shift from the need to do into a centering on being. And if you can let go of the shoulds of do into the path of being, uh, then you can relax into allowing and just trust that whatever you do will be in service of love.
And the world needs that right now. Thank you so much for being a love ambassador. Thank you for initiating me into being a love ambassador, or actually helping me remember that I am a love ambassador. And my closing spark and sprinkling some sparkles out into your ears for those of you listening out there is inviting you. How can you be a love ambassador today for yourself and for even just one person today?
Even if that person's you. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's so
Yeah.
important. Little instigations of
Yeah.
awesomeness.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we would love to hear from you. Leave us a comment on our Stay Sparked Instagram. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can see our beautiful faces on our YouTube channel. We would love to hear you, know you, and be seen and see you.
Yes, indeed. Please reach out. That is the fuel for our fire. We love doing this in service of our community. So please let us know how this has impacted you, as well as reach out if you want to work with us. We love diving deeper with our clients, with our people to support that shine. And you can find me on my website, finklehoo.com or poweraffirmation.com, which you can find a variety of tools to help you to transform your beliefs, to really transform your life in a really good way. So feel free to reach out.
Please reach out to Betsy. And if you'd like to find me, you can find me at lifestudent.com. And my next men's gathering, you can go to heartcenteredmen.org. And it's going to be on September 7th. So hope to gather with some like-minded, open-hearted men and be love ambassadors together.
That's right. All right. And you ready for an affirmation to close us out?
Please.
All right. How about the simple one of I let love lead the way? I let love lead the way. 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 And so it is. Thanks for
Mhm.
listening. Thanks for chatting, Halcyon. I love you so much.
Love you. Thanks,
Stay,
everyone.
stay spark, people.
Stay spark, friends.
Find us on Instagram at Stay Sparked and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Thanks so much for helping us spread these sparks.